The Nightlife Society presents.
Say, man. Oh, yeah, man. This one right here, now this one's for the game. Yeah, man. I done decided to reach inside the archives, man. I got a cool little story for y'all. Matter of fact, shit, I know it's been a minute, man. The last time I said one of my little stories and shit, you can go to my channel on the lives. And I was talking about my first few times um, going down to San Diego to El Cajon Boulevard, right? But yeah, man, I got another one for y'all. And let me say this. Nah, man, this ain't one of them. Say, man, I knocked the bitch in the middle of the ocean and jumped on the Milky Way and went and sat her down on the rings of Saturn. Nah, man. Yo, this ain't that, man. This ain't one of them. Oh man, she cool, good looking, having at it, had her choosing shoes on, peas popping at it. But all I did was just season it with some of this important informative information and extraordinary vocabulary that electrified her brain like cha-ching. No. This ain't that. This is one of them stand 10 toes down for your crown during the down times. Yeah, one of them down times. Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, you got to go back to let me give y'all the backstory on how I ended up even on the Metrolink. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it was like 2009, something like that, 2009. So 2008, 2009, I think 2009, right? So I'm standing out there in Compton, whatever, woo woo, and had two, had a cool dynamic duo, right? So one of the one of them was not gonna give them a description. So one of them was petite, dark skinned, you know what I'm saying, and the other one was thicker than a Snicker. You dig? So the little petite one decides that she want to leave, right, and go back to where she came from, which is out there like San Bernardino, something like that. But now at the time I didn't know it, but she had got back in touch with one of her little ex boyfriends and wanted to go be a girlfriend, some shit like that, whatever. So anyway, so bam, so she gone. Now a few days later, Snickers, she go to jail off of Long Beach Boulevard in the daytime, right? And she had went down for some shit she had over her head when she was up under her turnout folks. I didn't knock him for her. I had got her in the transition time when she already had left P, you know what I'm saying? But so bam, so she go to jail, right? So Jaja gone, Sneakers in jail, and either that day, I think it was later on that day. Yeah, later on that day, I had a partner out there on Sepulveda in the valley, right? So P hit me up like, say, P man, I've been out here in this valley, been stuck on the Sepulveda, man, for about like a week. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? My bitch can't eat, woo woo. You know, man, P needs, you know what I'm saying? One up, you can look out for P, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I need to get down and around, man. I need to see what that Fed looking like, Western, somewhere, man. He's like, wherever you going tonight, P, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I got in on the rocket fuel and all that. So I briefed him a little bit on what had happened earlier that day with Snickers. So her name ain't Snickers. I'm just calling her Snickers, right? So, damn, I end up go out there to the valley, pick P up. Now P was staying at this I guess you could say they like a weekly, it's like a motel, but they got like, kitchenettes and shit like that. It's called the Voyager out there on Sepulveda. If you know, you know, right? So, bam, I go out there, I get P, right? Now, mind you, P was just telling me, um, it's hot out there, you know what I'm saying? Can't really be doing too much maneuvering around, black and white, which is crazy because, see, usually one thing about Sepulveda that and I'm gonna say more than 50% of the times, black and whites ain't even the ones that be tripping. It's the UCs you gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Or she gotta watch out for. So, Sepulveda is a little different from, Fed, Western, Long Beach Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, shit, now I can go on forever to kind of trying to explain that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so but here I go, me. I'm, Mr. Sepulveda, you know what I'm saying? And, he like, Pete, man, I know this your living room and everything, Pete, man, but, man, we need to hop on the 405 right here while we at the gas station. But, no, I want to slide down Sepulveda all the way, so that would be going south towards, it's like the city called Sherman Oaks, going towards the 101. Hop on the 101, take it down downtown, get to the city, right? And P kept saying, he kept, look, man, let me tell y'all something real quick. Man, when you don't listen to this game, when it's speaking to you, it will spank you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you been told and showed and know better, right? So here we go. Slide down Sepulveda, down crossing Oxnard and all that shit. So I'm in I had a champagne Cadillac sedan bill, four-door, clean in the motherfucker, right? And I didn't really have it that long at the time. Well, I had it for a minute, but the paperwork wasn't right on it. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, I had got it from, I didn't have no license plates on it, right? So, but at the time, man, you know, man, like I said, I was living in Compton, nigga. We getting stopped by the sheriffs, you know what I'm saying? Standing in LA, getting stopped by 77th District. They never was really tripping like that, right? So on this night, I'm sliding down Sepulveda, got P in the car. He got his little broad in the car, right? So, nigga, Johnny Bus, they was going the opposite direction, man. They seen that light, man. Nigga, that street lights hit that champagne, and that motherfucker said, you know what I'm saying? So they busted you, pull us over. Long story short, they take the lack. Fuck, right? So I forgot. I think I end up hitting one of my P partners or whatever now. But anyway, we end up getting down to the city. I go back to Compton. So I'm feeling like shit, right? So let's recap real quick. Jaja then went, you know what I'm saying, to square it back up, basically. Sneakers then went down for some bullshit that she had over her head before me. And on top of all that, the lack is gone. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no getting it back, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have probably finagled some, whatever not, but basically chalked it up as a loss, you know what I'm saying? Because I never did get it back. So I go back to the house in Compton now. Let me say this. See, one thing that I didn't lose is the money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let me just say this real quick, man. I don't give a fuck if you got 10 solid toes or 5 funky hoes, man. If you ain't a good manager of money, then all right then. So my mom at the time was staying up in the dirt. Well, I call it the dirt, but it's like the Antelope Valley area, Palmdale, Lancaster. But mom's had a cool little house back there in Lancaster. So from time to time, every now and then, usually when my games would go to jail, go to Linwood, it just depends on what's going on at the time. But sometimes I will go shoot up there to the dirt, hang out with moms for a couple of days, whatever, or not. So a couple of days go by, down, find out Snickers, she finna be down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? She finna be down for the next 2 weeks. So I say, fuck it, man. I'm gonna go up here, you know what I'm saying, go hang out with moms for that. Bam. So I'll go up there to the dirt, hang out with moms. So a little time, a few days go by, maybe a week or some change. Now it's getting to be a couple of days until Snickers get out, right? So here we go. I'm at the Lancaster Metrolink, right? I catch the Metrolink back down from out there in Lancaster all the way to Compton, right? But that was the plan. But we'll talk about that. So I'm at the Lancaster station, right? So then I hop on the train. Now Lancaster station, if you're going up to Antelope Valley from LA, excuse me, Lancaster is the last stop. But if you're coming down, then it's the first stop, right? So I get on Lancaster. Right, so then we come up to the next stop, which is the Palmdale stop, right? So, man, like 5, 6, maybe 7 niggas jumped on this motherfucker, right? Like some active niggas and shit, right? So they jump on whatever they talking about, you know what I'm saying? So, they right there by where I'm sitting, and I'm sitting down. Those who know the Metrolink, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down where my little, I guess you say, little area is me by myself. So I'm sitting down. I'm next to the window. The seat next to me would be to the right, would be right there by the aisle. That's empty. And the 2 seats in front of me that's facing me, they empty. So I got my bag, a little duffel bag, in the seat across from me that's empty, right? So so they hop on, you know what I'm saying? So they sitting up to like right across the aisle from me. But one of them I kind of like knew a little bit because he's from the same area that my ace Boom Duke is from, which is the Low Bottoms, you know what I'm saying? But they not, 20s or low Crips, no Pyros, no like that. They from, I forgot the name of their little thing called some Hustlers, right? So anyway, but And he was one of, like, if not the well-known, like, one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So, we like, oh, what's up, what's up, what's up? So, we shooting the shit, whatever, chopping it up. And the other little niggas that's with him, some of them from this area, but some of them from little different areas, right? But, damn, I can't think of this nigga name for shit, man. So, it's gonna come to me. So, we chopping it up, whatever, bam. So, we go to the next stop. I forgot the name of that little stop right there, like a little mini stop, right? So, bam, here we go. The bitch jump on, right? Hey, man, like I say, never leave home without it, right? So, first thing, let me tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, what the bra looking like. So, just so you can get a, a picture, you know what I'm saying, kind of like get somewhat of a picture in your mind. So she like baby mix. She like on a light golden color. You know what I'm saying? Like some good golden French fries when they fresh hot off the grease and they sizzling. They got that gold texture to them. She look like that, right? Like a natural tan. Good hair, a gang of motherfucking hair too. Standing about like maybe 5'5", 5'6", pulling in like a $140 and some change. Cool little shape, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really got no ass, but she had a cool little shape though, right? So now when she jumped on, she was on the phone because we didn't have the cell phones. We got nothing. We had chirps, but she wasn't on the chirp. She was like on the phone, but on the speakerphone. So she talking to some broad. So the broad say, like, no, what's up? Where you going? Woo? So the bitch say, oh, no, I just hopped on the train. Whatever. I'm finna go down here and see what's up on this fig. Dun, 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 dun. She's like, yeah, bitch just got out of jail 2 days ago. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? I was up at my mama's house seeing my baby. Blah, blah, blah. Bitch, about to go see what it's looking like. Blah, 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 right? Talking that lingo, right? So now what she just said went over everybody else, went all the way like 10 feet over their head, right? So now when she was talking, I didn't look at her right then and there, but I could see her like from my peripheral a little bit. But I got, you know what I'm saying, just this game, you know what I'm saying? So she talking shit with her. So one of the little niggas, she knew, like, I don't know if they grew up together or maybe he knew like her people was whatever not. But anyway, they shooting shit. They're like, yeah, what's up, right? So now dude and all the little niggas, you know what I'm saying, they hollering at the bitch, you know what I'm saying, like, girl, you know what I'm saying, this and that, this and that, you know what I'm saying. So they trying to get her to go with them to the low bottoms, you know what I'm saying, and probably looked at the bitch as a straggler, and I can understand why, because let me just say this, like I said, the bitch just got out of jail, and she was on the downside or the bounce back up too, right? So she wasn't dressed, you know what I'm saying, like she fit the part, you know what I'm saying? She had like some little jean shorts on, but they wasn't short, they'll like go down to her knees, you know what I'm saying, some little tennis shoes on, little tank top, you know what I'm saying, hair just like a little ponytail, whatever, like just, you can tell that, she definitely wasn't like dressed to be out trying to catch right then and there. Time out. Let me just say this real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I be telling some of my loved ones and shit, some of the homies and shit. They one thing about hoes, man. When the bitch going to the store and she out just moving around, shaking the bacon, like you're not finna see her dressed the same way you finna see her dressed at nighttime when she's out and about doing her thing 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Usually they finna dress. I don't want to even say dress down, but they dress, like they just doing some shit to run out the house. Some sweats, probably not even the top not matching the bottom. Basically, the stomp down like the real hoe up under some instructions. Yeah, she's trying to catch less attention from you niggas as she possibly can while she's out zipping and zapping, running to the store and shit like that. So, saying, with this game rate vision, I'm seeing through all. I'm not letting the appearance be the interference, right? Because for sure, nigga, the bitch got some potential. And shout out to my nigga Sauce, right? So, so we shooting it up, whatever, talking. She conversating with them, whatever. Now, mind you, I haven't said nothing to the bitch, right? Yeah, man, I ain't got to tell her. She can smell it. I didn't say nothing. So, the little time go by, she asked me, can she sit down next to me, right? So I said, "Cool, I ain't tripping like that, whatever." So, niggas is still like talking, whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, I let a few minutes go by. Check this out, man. Hey, this some real shit. What I'm finna say, man. Right? So, I look up at the bitch and I say, "So you got some folks, or you a renegade?" Man, that bitch put her head down and said, "I don't know what you're talking about." Right? So, and then now the other niggas, you know what I'm saying, they tripping. They get quiet because they like, the fuck this nigga just said to her? Because I didn't say it like loud. No, I just said it to where she can hear me. And they like, "Damn, bitch, you just, you know what I'm saying, laughing, shooting and shit, you know what I'm saying, slapping fire, snapping fingers and shit. This nigga said something to you. All of a sudden, you go mute, head go down to that thing, right?" So they trying to figure it out, right? You know what I'm saying? So, a few, like, a few minutes, about minutes some change go by, she sat there quiet, don't say shit, right? So then she say, "Well, I ain't got no folks, but I don't want to just say like I'm a renegade, you know what I'm saying?" She like, "No, I just got out of jail, blah, 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 blah," briefed me a little bit with the story. She was like, "I was fucking with this one nigga before I went down," you know what I'm saying? She was like, "But, she's like, his number off, whatever, whatever, whatever," you know what I'm saying? So no, we just chopping it up, whatever, whoop. And, she said, "But she's like, I don't even know where this nigga live at," nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that with the game, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you catch a fly by night, or maybe a 24-hour survival kit, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the game gonna test you to see, it's gonna call your number and test you to make sure, it just wanna see, should it install another dose into you, or, this is it, maybe, you tired, you know what I'm saying, you had enough, you can't take it no more, you know what I'm saying, this is as far as you can go with it, you rather be with her, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, the downside, you know what I'm saying? So, we chopping it up a little bit here and there. Now, not just, the little niggas that was there, like everybody in that whole little area where we was at, the nigga got quiet because they trying to tune in on what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, they're like, the bitch up on ha ha woo woo. This nigga say something to her, the bitch go on mute, and all of a sudden, she only talking to him. You know what I'm saying? The voice done went from loud past 10, now, you know what I'm saying? The bitch barely talking, volume barely on 2. Right? So, and the homie that's from the little area where my ex-roommate's from, he tried to figure me out. Like, nigga, what's up, nigga? What you saying to the bitch? Ooh, right? So, she said, she ain't on folks, whatever, right? So, now she say, check this shit out, man. This shit is crazy. So, the bitch say, yeah, I just got out of jail. Ooh, she like my homegirl. She like one of my whole partners I was in jail with. She get out in a couple of days. She was like, so I really was just going, you know what I'm saying, see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Probably try to make some money. And then she said, shit, I might, you know what I'm saying, think about seeing what's up with her folks, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So we talking, whatever. So I don't know if I said it or she said, I think she said Sneaker's name, the name that, you know what I'm saying, her concrete name that I gave her. And I said, what? And she said her name. Ooh. She like, that's my homegirl getting out of jail. Ooh. I said, now I describe her. She said, yeah. I say, that's my bitch. And she was like, is your name Prince? And I say, yeah. Right? So, once again, man, this game, it takes angles and turns and, just all kind of shit, right? So the bitch say, I thought you looked familiar. I thought I knew you. I used to fuck with your homeboy. She used to fuck with one of my little younger partners from the set. He was trying to get his feet wet, you know what I'm saying, a little bit here and there. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, show him the game, whatever, whatnot. And, he was green, she was green. Now, I wasn't as seasoned, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was seasoned enough, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, some, so, and I forgot exactly what happened, but something that happened out there in Pomona where she got out of pocket. Well, she got out of pocket because fool, he was out of pocket. He came at her as like, some kind of trick, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But when the bitch get, you know what I'm saying, get in with him, he flipped the script, you know what I'm saying, and just all kind of crazy deranged shit, you know what I'm saying. Niggas be doing some weird shit, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, he ended up holding the bitch hostage for like 2 days. right? So she telling me this. She was like, I don't want to say the homie name and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, no, I used to fuck with so and so. I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, remember when I was up there in Pomona, when that nigga kidnapped? So she was kind of like telling me, the intel with the details on what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? She was like, and they act like it was a trick, blah 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 blah. So she want to go dating, whatever. And nigga just turned into the Incredible Hulk on her. You know what I'm saying? So now I remember him and my younger partner having a back and forth with it on the phone. I forgot. I think a dude was trying to call. I forgot how they ended up being on the phone with each other, but my younger partner, he wasn't quite wasn't seasoned yet and didn't know how to make really the transition like that. So when his mind didn't know what else to do when all the game meaning had ran out, bam, he go back to what he know. Hey, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So now fool say that I tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be playing mind games. So anyway, he fuck my little partner, you know what I'm saying? Going against him, talking shit, whatever. So anyway, long story short, I forgot how I ended up on the phone with him, but I ended up on the phone with Fool. We talking it up. So Fool telling me, he was like, man, I ain't even no pimp like that. I think he was telling my little partner that he was blood and all kind of shit, just, getting my, just, pushing them buttons and shit. My little partner, like I say, when he ran out of the game, them hot wires, dude know how to touch them and just suck my little nigga on the deep end, right? So, we chopping it up, whatever. So anyway, long story short, we get the bitch back, right? Like I said, like 2 days later, we're not, you know what I'm saying? So we had to go way out there to Pomona, go get the bitch, you know what I'm saying? She was at the not the Greyhound. Is it the Greyhound station? I know it's one. I forgot. Oh, he's up the Greyhound station, some downtown up over there. So anyway, we'll get the bitch whatever. So now she's telling me all of this, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, this nigga, this and that. I'm like, oh yeah, that was you, you know what I'm saying? So, I asked about the homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's ain't talking. She was like, oh, no, I ain't talking, you know what I'm saying? So, she kind of like tried to, say a little something about the homie, you know what I'm saying? For us, like it's, him not being seasoned, like, him just being green. But, I had to put the bitch in park real quick and let her know, like, shit, you was too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wasn't as double green as you was, then you wouldn't even jumped in the car with him. But you didn't know no better, you know what I'm saying? So, because I had a few little fools. Look, man, let me just say this real quick. To the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Present, even future participants of this game. Um, Man, you got to be careful on who you decide to choose, you know what I'm saying? In the words of Kendrick Lamar, don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just because, he cute, you like his situation, you like his car, um, you know, uh, Uh, maybe the nigga even got a Super Bowl sized dick or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? A hurricane tongue. But whatever it is about him that you like, that's everything, but not this game, not some real some more of it. Now it's okay because sometimes, we all gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, make it through the transition. You know what I'm saying? You just don't wake up one day and just say, hey, I'm Superfly. No, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. You have to learn how to compartmentalize and know, especially being from LA, so you gotta know, ain't no switching it up, but you gotta know when to turn it up or turn it down. You know what I'm saying? And, sometimes the ladies will choose the G side of the nigga, you know what I'm saying? The street side of him is what they're attracted to and is what they like, so they don't fuck with him like that, you know what I'm saying? Because of them reasons, you know what I'm saying? But man, that can be dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he one of them, I'ma rewrite the book niggas, or who the fuck wrote the book anyway, and ain't no such thing as a book and rules and all this old outlandish shit, you know what I'm saying? So because, like I say, man, being seasoned with the shit and even staying strong enough and even go long enough, you know what I'm saying, to have a time in the present to look back in the past and say, yeah, I was green when I did this. Yeah, I thought when I did that at the time, man, I don't know where I'm going, but anyway, so the brawl, so we chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? She telling me the story about that, whatever. So she said that she knows sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Woo. So now it went from uh the introduction, the meet and greet to where you going? What you finna do? I said, well, I said, well, shit, sneakers get out in a couple of days, so I'm finna slide back. I stay in Compton, blah, 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 woo, woo. Right, so bam, so right around this time, bring, little bro hit the phone, right? Bam, he's some over too. What's up, little bro? So, little bro like, P, what's up, where you at, woo? So I'm like, man, I'm on the train, blah, blah. He say, have you passed up the Burbank station yet? I say, nah. He say, get off at the Burbank station. I'm gonna pick you up from there. I gotta make some moves out there, check a few traps. So I say, okay, cool. So then I tell him, I said, well, hey man, I jumped on, solo dolo man, but I got some company with me. You know what I'm saying? Is that cool? He said, oh yeah, no. He said, oh man, ooh, right. So because by now, you know what I'm saying, the broad say, so check it out. Yeah, let me stop, I forgot to say this part. So the broad say, well, look, I ain't fucking with nobody right now, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? She just basically saying like, shit, man, I was thinking about fucking with sneakers folks anyway. That's you, blah, blah, blah. I already know you, you know what I'm saying? From when I used to fuck with your boy, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I knew back then, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying? She was like, I used to tell him, you know what I'm saying, he need to be like, I'm like, yeah, it don't work like that. So, long story short, so the bitch say, no, scratch that, y'all. I say, well, how much you got in your pockets right now? And you know what I'm saying? She had a, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she just got out of jail. So it was just you know what I'm saying, some arcade money, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a few dollars here and there, you know what I'm saying? Nothing major, nothing substantial, nothing to talk about. But she handed it over. You know what I'm saying? So now, mind you, we on the train. So everybody looking now, they seeing the bitch, you know what I'm saying? She go in her backpack, pull out the backpack, pull out a few little coin purse, then hand that over to me. You know what I'm saying? Then the bitch had another little purse inside the backpack that had like her ID and all that shit. Hand that over to me. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot whatever else she had too. I think she had like another phone, something like that, that need to get turned on or something like that. Hand that over to me. So everybody looking like, they're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So now it's starting to set, they starting to see the game, you know what I'm saying? They're starting to see poetry in motion right in front of them, you know what I'm saying? Funky Fresh in the flesh. You dig? So bam, so we get off on the Burbank stop, right? Bam. So you know what I'm saying? Like King Red, rest in peace to the Concrete General. Hey man, I got the bitch. Right? So now I'm asking her about 40 Woody, who she was fucking with before she went to go sit down. And like I said, she ain't got no contact of him. But and sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes hoes be lying, whatever, but not, you know what I'm saying? But, just for the record though, man, you know what I'm saying? I know in these times, of hating pain, we need a remedy. I know it went from the courtesy call, you know what I'm saying, to whatever the fuck it is now. But man, when you get baby, you know what I'm saying, and you need one of the first things people need to find out is who and when was the last time that she socked into their pockets. You know what I'm saying? If it was a few days ago, a few hours ago, a few weeks ago. Now sometimes, it may be not the last dude, you know what I'm saying, that she just got away from, but the nigga before him. You know what I'm saying? But and sometimes you got to get that established with her, because if she don't know, she may say Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? And no, not Mac 10 rap, but just the name. You know what I'm saying? And you call him, and he on some gangster shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about what he gonna do to the bitch when he see her and all this other shit, right? So you have to get that information about her, you know what I'm saying? Because if he not even worth it, then don't even do it, you know what I'm saying? But you do want to call the reputable representation that she was fucking with, that, you know what I'm saying, that's validated, you know what I'm saying? So it may have been a couple of weeks or whatever, not, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey man, you know what I'm saying, this is Joe Blow, blah, 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 boo, 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 I got the bitch, boo, woo, what's up, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Dee, dee, da, dee, da, da, dee, da, dee, da, you know what I'm saying? So we get, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, I never got the number, whatever. Now, so I just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So little bro come get us, and uh, uh, we slide around whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bid a few coins, whatever. Now, so now the nightlife society has now set in, right? So now baby had a little change of gear, but like I say, nothing to be bragging about. But it was cool to get by. You dig what I'm saying? Only thing that was a problem was the shoes. Now, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, him, or them, but me personally, man, yeah, I like mine with short skirt and high heels. I don't do the flip flops, the sandals, the Crocs. You know what I'm saying? The karate shoes. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it ain't, you know what I'm saying, like, something for her to be stepping 2 feet on the concrete in high heels, then maybe some wedgies. You know what I'm saying? The ladies know what I'm talking about, like some wedgies where, they still got the heel, but they comfortable for her. You know what I'm saying? You could bitch can walk, 10 miles in them wedgies, you know what I'm saying? And still have them switching them hips. Or, maybe a cool little cute sandal with a nice little heel on it. Something, stylish, but, will get by. You know what I'm saying? So I think little bro, I think I want to say little bro had some shoes. One thing about peas, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, we gon' not that, we keep the bitch shit, whatever, not, but sometimes, hoes just leave or whatever the case gonna be. But, man, we always gonna keep an extra something. You know what I'm saying? Nigga may have a couple of wigs. You know what I'm saying? Like me, man, I keep some Revlon's flat irons. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my girl catches be like, man, where you get the Revlon's from? I'm like, when you trip, you know what I'm saying? Um, Definitely some shoes, maybe some little hoe fits, you know what I'm saying? Just anything, you know what I'm saying, that you might, might have to be a starter kit for the bitch, you know what I'm saying? So we get that out the way. Like I said, she had a good grade of hair, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, she whipped that up, did something with that. And now she gets suited, you know what I'm saying, suited and booty. So we go out the fig, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had went out the fig, right? So we got the fig, whatever. So long story short, you know what I'm saying, the bra was kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't nothing major like that. She was a little, like I said, like a little fly by night, you know what I'm saying? Had like a few days contract, whatever, whatnot. I'm trying to think, I forgot what happened with the bra. Um, but I end up coming across her again because we just happened to have, like, her peoples know my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I forgot exactly what happened. But anyway, it wasn't nothing like, pimp or serve me or nothing like that. But not, um, I forgot the drag that the bitch I said at the time. But anyway, long story short, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, she had, was gone. That was it, you know what I'm saying? Then a few days later, you know what I'm saying, sneakers came home, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man, maybe I'm gonna say like a week or two at the most, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man, I bounced back up, put some wheels up under my feet, you know what I'm saying? And, wheels back out and about, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, sometimes it ain't gonna always just be up. It ain't gonna always just be, you know what I'm saying, uh pimping this, you know what I'm saying, and just just everything going your way. Like I said, man, it don't matter 10 solid toes or 50 funky hoes, man. Like I said on one of my lives, sometimes less is more. You dig what I'm saying? So, and even with that, it don't matter. You got all these niggas want to put a lot of prefixes on this ism. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla pimp, thug pimp, gangster pimp. You know what I'm saying? Big crip, big pimp. You know what I'm saying? Super blood pimp. All this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And cool to each his own. You dig what I'm saying? But one thing about all of them, you got to be a good manager of money. You know what I'm saying? For the downtimes. You dig? So that's one thing that I've always been good at. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's me by myself, before I got into the game, a little bit of hustling here and there, like I said before, plenty of times. Like, I don't really come from the D-boy world. That wasn't really my thing. You know what I'm saying? We was running up in them. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? Running up in them, taking them over, getting up out of there. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? Yeah, if you know the movie Heat, then all I need to say is already heard. So I come from that world. You dig what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to just share that little story with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I knocked the bitch on the Metro link though, for real though. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the whole point of the whole story of the message is, man, stand 10 toes down for your crown, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gonna know if it's really up in you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling some young players, I can't call them no young peas, but some young players not long ago. I said, man, I can't call y'all like, some like some new peas, some young peas in the game. Now I gotta call y'all some up and coming because y'all haven't done nothing yet to show that the game for the game to say, okay, let me install another dose of this game into you so you can advance to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And be more seasoned. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, you know, the first bitch that's paying the shit up, but you know what I'm saying, she cool looking, she making money. See, you know what I'm saying, everything is, is having it your way at the time. You dig what I'm saying? So of course, a nigga gonna think that he, you know what I'm saying, the flyest P in the motherfucking world. Nigga, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got two cool bad little bitches, you know what I'm saying, nigga, they getting it every night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I done got the whip, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? Until you lose all that. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The words are simple to Pete, rest in peace, and big brother Andre Taylor. I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? So without all that, it still has to be within you. You know what I'm saying? And those are the times that count the most. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling some homies, man, don't talk to me about no nigga talking about, yeah, man, he pimping, he got 3 hoes and this and that, this and that, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And, it ain't, nigga ain't got one bone in his body. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's another story. I hope y'all enjoyed the story. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight and listening to the Nightlife Society. I am the well-known Sepulveda Zone. And as always, till next time, stay sucker free. Y'all be cool. There's always some more of it. I'm gone.